That's how it started, and
Right,
that's what
and
made it very cool. I mean, Nick Patrick becomes a member of the NWO. Am I
because
wrong
we
about
had
this?
yeah, but because we had to have a referee because they wanted us on the Saturday, afternoon shows, 6:05, the Saturday night show,
Mhm.
and we told them that if the only thing we could show up on was something that was live, because if we were interlopers and you didn't want us on your show, and it was a taped show, you would just cut us out of it. So that's when we said, this is brought to you by, and we would have those empty arena matches, and we had to have a referee, and it was Nick, but he was underneath the ski mask. It was definitely Nick. You could tell it was Nick. So, which led to us to have our own pay-per-view, which was the biggest debacle of all time, because it was the most uncool fucking thing. It should have been like James Bond on steroids, and instead it was like Porky's 3. It was just
Right.
bad. Nothing
Um,
against Sioux Falls, but when you think about an exotic woman and flying around in an Austin Martin, you usually picture yourself cornering hard in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, exactly. That's the shot
Yeah.
that that's where
Yeah.
I'm gonna go shoot that. Fuck Los Angeles. The Hart Foundation, which was just the tag team, it was Neidhart and Bret Hart for the 80s, but then later on, I guess mid-90s,
Became Owen and Davy Boy.
exactly right, it expanded out to the family. So I guess technically that was a faction too,
Yeah,
but that started
that's what happens when every time they put that blowtorch to that red hot Canada versus American angle. You when you go for that kind of heat, because the old timers used to say they called it silent heat, like it was like silent white heat. And I realized later on in my career that there was nothing fucking heat about it. It was just the crowd was silent because it sucked.
they were asleep as well. Right. When Bret and Bret working for it, man, I remember those promos where he'd be like, "We have free health care in Canada, not like here." I'm like, oh, he's trying, man.
And a 50% tax rate, no matter what you make. $11, we're taking $5.50.
But company guy, man, he was going for it. But
man, you can't say anything bad about Bret.
no, of course not. But I'm saying that, I mean, they send him out there to, Vince.
He's gonna still sell it the best he can.
Vince has to pitch
He
that
wasn't.
idea to
He
him.
was never early maybe, but once Bret became a champion, Bret was a fucking baby face. Bret was a good baby face, a rugged, good baby face.
Yeah.
Because you can't have a heel that can out wrestle your baby face, and he can out wrestle just about every baby face.
True.
Yeah, the heel has always got to do something to cheat in order to, surpass the skills of the touted babyface. It's kind of the psychology of the whole fucking thing.
The whole thing. It's all built on that, right?
Yeah.
But so let's throw out a question. Let's take the NWO, because arguably the most successful faction of which you've been a part. As merchandise continues to prove, I see NWO shirts everywhere. I was at the Bruce show. The guy.
The only place they're not is on our royalty fucking.
I didn't go there.
Yeah, there's some creative fucking accounting going on over.
I might have left the goalie out of the net, but I didn't tell you to take the shot.
Yeah, fucking. I'm the goalie that fucking knocked the fucking puck all the way back and scored
the other net.
I think it was a Boston goalie that did that.
Who was not